You misunderstood Nothing Else Matters song. You've heard Metallica's Nothing Else Matters 1,000 times, but here's the thing, you might have completely misunderstood it. This isn't just a love ballad. It's not just Metallica going soft. It's one of the most personal, vulnerable, and misunderstood songs in heavy metal history. In this video, we'll dive into the hidden story behind Nothing Else Matters, the meaning of its lyrics, and why this song still resonates decades later. If you're a Metallica fan, you already know how different Nothing Else Matters feels from their usual thrash metal sound. Released in 1991 on the legendary Black Album, this track shocked fans. A slow, melodic ballad filled with tenderness, played by a band known for aggressive riffs and headbanging anthems. And yet, this change is exactly what made it so powerful. The song is stripped down, personal, and emotionally raw. No walls of distortion, no furious solos to hide behind, just James Hetfield's voice, heartfelt lyrics, and a melody that touches millions. But here's the real kicker. The song wasn't even written for the band. It was written in secret, and James never intended for anyone else to hear it. That fact alone changes how we understand the song. Today, we'll uncover the story behind how this iconic track came to life, explore the multiple interpretations of its meaning, analyze its most powerful lyrics line by line, and reflect on what the band themselves have said about it. And of course, we'll see how Nothing Else Matters cemented itself as one of the greatest rock ballads of all time. The story begins in the late 1980s. Metallica had already built a reputation as the kings of thrash metal, with albums like Ride the Lightning and Justice for All. They were loud, fast, and heavy. Everything you expect from a band leading the metal revolution. But then, James Hetfield, frontman, guitarist, and the main lyricist, found himself in a very different space emotionally. At the time, he was constantly on tour, away from his girlfriend. One night, feeling isolated and missing her, he sat down with his guitar. Instead of writing a riff for Metallica, he started playing a softer chord progression, something more intimate. The very first line he wrote, "So close, no matter how far," wasn't meant for the world. It was a private message, something he thought only he would ever know. Hetfield even admitted later that he wrote the song for himself, never planning to share it with the band. But fate had other plans. Kirk Hammett, Metallica's lead guitarist, stumbled upon the track. He immediately recognized its beauty and potential. Producer Bob Rock encouraged them to record it for the Black Album. At first, Hetfield resisted. He was afraid fans wouldn't accept such vulnerability from Metallica. Of course, the rest is history. Not only did Nothing Else Matters make it onto the record, but it became one of Metallica's biggest hits worldwide, a crossover success that reached beyond metal fans into mainstream rock, pop, and even orchestral arrangements. What started as a private love song turned into an anthem that millions of people could connect to. This is the heart of the discussion, what Nothing Else Matters really means. On the surface, it feels like a love ballad. And yes, it is about love, but not only romantic love. It's about trust, vulnerability, and connection. Let's break down the major interpretations. Romantic love, the original intent, as Hetfield admitted, was personal. The lyrics come from missing someone you love deeply, being separated, but still feeling close in spirit. In this sense, the song is about devotion, commitment, and the power of love that survives distance. Trust and vulnerability. One of the most striking lines is, "Trust I seek, and I find in you." This is more than just romance. It's about letting your guard down, something Hetfield rarely did in his lyrics before. It's about opening up to another person completely, without fear of judgment. Connection with fans. Over time, the meaning of the song grew beyond Hetfield's personal story. Many fans interpret Nothing Else Matters as Metallica's love letter to their audience. The lyrics about closeness, despite distance, resonate perfectly with the experience of music itself. No matter where you are in the world, this song makes you feel connected. Philosophical reflection. Some listeners go even deeper. The phrase "nothing else matters" suggests a kind of spiritual realization that when you find true meaning, whether in love, trust, or purpose, all the other distractions of life fade away. It becomes a meditation on what's truly important in life, defying expectations. There's also a meta-meaning in how the song was created. Metallica was a band known for being hard. Writing a ballad went against everything people expected, yet Hetfield pushed forward. In that sense, Nothing Else Matters is also about artistic freedom, doing what feels true to yourself, even if others don't understand. So what does the song mean? It means all of these things. It's about love, trust, and connection, but it's also about courage, authenticity, and realizing what truly matters. Now let's look at some of the most important lyrics and unpack them. So close, no matter how far, couldn't be much more from the heart. This opening captures the paradox of distance. Even when physically apart, love can remain strong if it comes from the heart. It's about emotional closeness, outweighing physical separation. Forever trusting who we are, and nothing else matters. This is the thesis of the song. Life is full of chaos, but trust in yourself, and in those closest to you, is what counts. Everything else is noise. Never opened myself this way. Life is ours, we live it our way. Here Hetfield admits vulnerability, a rare move for a heavy metal frontman. It's a declaration of independence too. Life should be lived authentically, without fear of judgment. All these words I don't just say. This emphasizes sincerity. Unlike throwaway lyrics, these words carry personal truth. Trust I seek, and I find in you, every day for us something new. A clear reflection on the evolving nature of relationships. Trust is not static, it's built daily, making love a constant discovery. Open mind for a different view, and nothing else matters. This is one of the most powerful lines. It's about openness, not only in relationships, but in life. By embracing new perspectives, you realize what's truly important. James Hetfield has spoken openly about Nothing Else Matters. He admitted that it was written while talking on the phone with his girlfriend. He had the guitar in his hands and the chords came naturally. At first, he kept it private, even embarrassed to share it with the band. Metallica wasn't supposed to play ballads, but Bob Rock and the rest of the band convinced him. Hetfield later said the song's meaning evolved over time. What began as a personal love song became bigger. Fans related it to their own lives, whether it was romance, friendship, or even their bond with Metallica's music. In interviews, Hetfield explained, "It's about being on the road, missing someone at home, but it's also about being okay with yourself, about being connected to what's real." That universal quality is why the song endures. When Nothing Else Matters was released in 1991, it shocked the metal world. Some hardcore fans accused Metallica of selling out by going soft. But the song quickly proved its power. It became one of Metallica's biggest hits, charting worldwide and reaching audiences far beyond heavy metal. It has been covered by countless artists, from classical orchestras to pop singers, proving its versatility and universal appeal. The song is now a staple at Metallica concerts, often played as an emotional highlight. Fans sing along word for word, turning it into a shared ritual of trust and connection. Culturally, Nothing Else Matters stands as proof that vulnerability is not weakness. Even the heaviest of bands can reveal their softer side and still stay true to their identity. In fact, it made Metallica stronger, broadening their audience and cementing their status as legends. Decades later, the song is still everywhere, in movies, commercials, and weddings. It remains one of the greatest rock ballads ever written, not just for its melody, but for its message, that when you find what truly matters, nothing else does. Nothing Else Matters is more than a love song. It's a journey of trust, vulnerability, and authenticity. It's about daring to open up, even when it feels risky. It's about love that survives distance. And ultimately, it's about living life in a way that stays true to yourself. That's why the song continues to resonate with millions, because it speaks to something universal. We all crave love, trust, and connection. And when you have those, truly, nothing else matters. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exciting discoveries.